And Amanda is back with us this hour from Synergy Credit Union, and we're talking about wills and the importance of them. And Amanda, let's go and talk about the power of attorney now. We were talking a little bit last hour about wills and the importance of them, and what exactly is the role of somebody who has the power of attorney?
So a power of attorney, the best way I like to explain it, and when we say attorney, we don't necessarily mean your lawyer. It can be a family or friend. They're the person that is able to sign and act on your behalf. So when we think about all the places where we sign our name, that's at our financial institution, Revenue Canada, land titles, all those little things in between.
So what is the benefit of having one? And I guess how soon should you make sure that you have somebody who has power of attorney?
Yeah, and so I think the power of attorney, and the main thing to remember about it is that it's for only while we're still alive.
Right.
And so if I am to become physically or mentally incapable, the province doesn't just say, okay, your spouse or your next of kin are able to stand in. It can additionally be a court process as well. So having that legal document is really good to have if and when something should happen.
Okay, and you were talking in regards to wills about a living will. What exactly is a living will? I don't quite know if people get the concept of that.
Yeah, and so the living will, well, our last will and testament is for one, the death occurs, power of attorney for physically, mentally. Living will is really just in regards to your medical wishes. And so appointing a person, an agent or a proxy they're referred to in that document to make those medical decisions for you when you're no longer able to. So really keeping it general, just allowing for our health to change and for medicine to change.
So is there a better time when you recommend that you have a living will set up, or is it something you should do at the same time as your actual last will and testament?
So normally we do talk about the three documents, the will, the power of attorney, and the living will around the same time. But really it can be done at any time. I think the sooner the better, just to make some decisions when I'm of full mind and capacity is definitely a lot easier than if I have maybe a health concern or something else going on at the same time.
Now, is this something, I know people often say it's more important, say if you own a home, to do this. Does it matter if you're a homeowner or not, if you want to make sure that all of your orders are in place, or does it matter on how many, what your assets are? Often people say, they will say, oh, well, I don't have much, so I don't really need a will. Is it still important?
Definitely. I think, I kind of say that whether you have $1 or a couple $1,000,000, it is important to have. For lots of families, I see lots of couples that have children, and so wanting to make sure that they're taken care of.
Okay, and again, Amanda, if people are looking for information on any of this, whether it be a living will or the last will or anything to do with this, should they call and make an appointment at Synergy? Can they just show up? What's the best way to do that?
Yeah, show up, call. We have lots of information on our internet, on the website as well too. So whichever works best.
All right. Well, thank you, Amanda, for taking the time to join us today.
Thanks, Stacey.